Hi there, Melissa Lemon here. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about self-doubt. And self-doubt has been my frenemy for a very long time. Friend because it's just kind of never left my side, and enemy because it's not very fun. But I just finished doing a self-doubt session. I just finished recording a pre-recorded self-doubt session, and it's amazing. And I think you're going to love it, and I think a lot of people really need it. And so I just wanted to share a little snippet of what we do in that session, and then in the description below, I will put a link to my pre-recorded sessions so you can go check it out if you want to. And it's going to have an introductory price of $25, which is amazing. So go check it out. But I just want to just kind of go through and tell you what we work on. So what came up as I was doing this session was there are 7 causes of self-doubt, like 7 underlying causes of self-doubt. And so I just wanted to quickly go over those with you, and we work on every single one of these energetically in the session, and clear a lot of junk, put in a lot of good things. And there's also a chakra alignment and a meridian alignment as part of this session. And so it's an amazing session and a great deal. So the number one cause, or the first one I talk about, they're not really in any order, but is not listening to your higher self. And the second one is second guessing your higher self. So there's the initial not listening, and then there's the I listen, but then I'm going to second guess it. And then the third thing is believing lies and deceptions is one of the underlying causes of self-doubt. The fourth thing is not being listened to by others, and we work on some broadcast messages in that one. And then the fifth one is mental abuse, and we worked on both mental abuse that comes from outside of us, that comes from others, and the abuse that we put ourselves through with negative self-talk, and when mental abuse comes from inside of our own heads. And then we work on the sixth one is fostering ideas that aren't good for you. And the last one is not listening to promptings or insight from our higher power. So lots of excellent things that we work on in this this pre-recorded session on self-doubt. And I just want to talk for a minute about self-doubt, my own experience with self-doubt, which is actually pretty intense. And I'll just say I went through a period of my life where I was in constant self-doubt, and it was definitely coming from an outside source, and it was daily, and it happened daily for a period of about 10 months, which is like, well, I'm trying to do math in my head, like 120 days in a row of someone not listening to me, someone like the mental abuse happening, going on, the crazy making, like all 7 of them all in one, or at least 5 or 6 of the 7 on a daily basis for like 120 days in a row. No joke. This happened in my life. It's a thing. And the damage that has done to my brain and spirit and myself and being is astronomical. I can't even begin to explain how damaging that was, and how difficult it has been to dig myself out of that ditch or rut. It has taken a lot of years, and honestly, it's something I'd say I'm out of the rut, and now I'm trying to develop the skills of, I talk about that a little bit in the session as well, like skills we need to develop to be free of self-doubt. And you know what? It wasn't fun. And it's not fun to go through any of those things. And it's part of life. It's a part of our learning experience. It's part of why we're here. It's, I believe we signed up for it before we came here. I think we had full disclosure before we came here of the kinds of things that we would experience. And it's okay. Looking back, I can say it's okay, and I can even say I'm glad that I went through that, because I have learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about what I want in life, what I don't want in life, what I will put up with and what I will not put up with. and it's been one of my greatest teachers. And there is a really fun feature in this pre-recorded session on self-doubt, and I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but it's a feature that I developed and gained through this torture of these 120 days, and that I give to you in this session, putting in a feature in your energetic body to help you heal from self-doubt. So that is what you have to look forward to in this session. And I would love to hear about your experience with self-doubt. What do you guys think about self-doubt? What has your experience been with self-doubt? How do we deal with it on a daily basis? I'm going to tell one more story. I love the show Lark Rise to Candleford. It's like my favorite show. And one of my favorite characters is Dorcas Lane. And she's known as being this like very confident, very prominent member of the community. And then there's this one episode where everything's like going wrong, and this person who always has it together all of a sudden like can't do anything and can't find her keys and like all these things. And then somebody asks her about self-doubt, and like they're like, wait, you have self-doubt? Like you're this amazing person who is always so confident. And she says, only every day. And I love that, because I think it's kind of the reality of our existence, is that we doubt ourselves, and there's all these things that play in our lives, other people, and the energies going out in the universe, the astrology, and the things happening and the events in our lives, and like all these things that can go wrong in our energetic bodies. Like we work on the spiritual meridian, and that can get misaligned. We literally can't have that flow of that conversation with God happening all the time. Like there's just so many things that can cause self-doubt. And I hope that my hope is that it can be overcome, that we can live in a space of less self-doubt. Eventually, someday, I hope we can all be cleared of that self-doubt. And maybe that's not the reality. Maybe it's something we have to live with every day. And I believe it's something that can get better and better and better and better until we get to that point where we're not having it anymore. And so I hope that it is encouraging and hopeful, and I hope that you will go do that session, that you will go give yourself that gift and invest in yourself, and help yourself heal from self-doubt. So again, I'll have the link in the description, and thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.